Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first episode, the first video that I'm doing. I don't even know where to look. Should I look here? Should I look there? The world will never know. So yeah, today is March. Dang, hold on. I don't know what date it is. Let me check my computer record. Okay, it is Saturday, yes, but it is March 14th. It is. I think it's cold outside. Let's see. Yes, it's kind of cold, so I'm going back in. It feels about like 45 degrees, if you guys care to know. So yeah, so enough of that. So this is the first episode of Journey to Kaleo. So I'm gonna get into talk about what Kaleo means, rewind. Kaleo is the name of my book that is coming out hopefully later this year. That's what we're banking on. That's what I'm hoping on. If everything, gets done. We'll talk about all of that, meaning of Kaleo, what it's about. Yes, I am writing a book, and that's what these series of videos are going to be about. Like my journey, the writing process, and I'm wrapping up now, editing process, finding an editor, how that process was, what I did, possibly finding an agent or a publishing company. I might do self-publishing. So all those questions will be documented. The questions that I have will be documented in these videos. So I just want to take you guys along for the ride because I watch a lot of videos about people's writing journey. So I just want to do mine just in case you guys were interested in writing a book and stuff like that. And so you guys can learn from the stuff I've experienced and tips that I've learned along the way because I've learned a lot. So Kaleo. So that's the name of the book. So what is the book about, right? The book is basically historical fiction novel about the life of Queen Esther. So basically it's her life in diary form, obviously fiction based. And so this idea, actually, I had this original idea back in 2015. So that's actually when I started writing the book. So over the years, 2015, I wrote like a couple of pages. 2016, I wrote a couple of pages. 2017, I wrote a couple of pages. 2018, I might have not touched it at all. And it wasn't till the end of 2019, around September, where I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish this book. I've been going back and forth about it. Life got in the way and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish this book. I'm going to do it. So yeah, that's when I really banged out a lot of the pages that I have now. I have about almost 300 pages. I'm looking to get to 400. So yeah, that's September of 2019 is when I was like, I'm going to do this. Enough is enough. I'm going to get this book out. So yeah, that's where we're at. Just a quick synopsis of what Kaleo means. I'll do a different video about, the deeper meaning, but Kaleo in the Greek means to call or to appoint to like a specific role or like destiny and stuff like that. So I want this book to be more than just the story about Queen Esther. It has larger, bigger themes, which I'll get into later, but I want it to be more so of a movement as opposed to just another book about Esther, because there's a bunch of books about Esther, but I want my book to be different because I want it to serve a greater purpose. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Currently I'm in like an author publishing school right now, so they're teaching me the different marketing tactics, editing process, finding beta readers, which we'll get to later because I'm gonna need some beta readers and some ARC readers. So yeah, all that stuff is important, so that's why I took a break. But today I'm gonna hopefully get some writing done because I'm supposed to go look at some book covers to see like what sells. That's a whole nother thing. But man, there's just so many facets. But it's really fun. It's been a fun process. To be considered like a full-length novel, you have to have at least like 75 to 80,000 words. So right now I'm at 70,000 words. So my goal is to get to 90,000 words before the editing comes in. So after editing, it'll probably cut down back to 80 or 85,000 words. So that's perfectly fine. But my goal is 90,000. I was nervous earlier in this week because I was like, dang, like, can I even get to 90,000 words? Like, that's a lot based on like where I am in the story, because I'm towards the end of the story. But then I mapped it out and I outlined like what I have left and like actually broke it down like chapter by chapter, and I was like, okay, I can actually get to 90,000 words, at least close to it. So I feel much better about that. I was kind of getting anxious about it, but I calmed down, thought about it, processed it, wrote it down. Writing stuff down for me is really helpful. So that's what I did. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. Today's gonna be fun. Hopefully I get to go to the store to look at some books, book covers, see what sells, what doesn't sell, because I have a vision in my head of what I want my cover to look like, but that vision doesn't always align with what sells, and it's just a whole, like, writing a book is a business as well. Like, a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people think you just write your book and voila. No. There's the marketing aspect. There's finding the right publishers. If you want to do that, there's self-publishing. There's just so many things, copywriting stuff you got to worry about. Sorry, that's my heat. It's kind of cold. And, I don't have my fun socks on. I took them off, but yeah, so there's just so many, like, facets to writing. It's ridiculous. So you're going to be joining me for the ride, and I hope you enjoy these videos. But I hope to keep these videos up, maybe like every 3 to 4 days. I'll update you guys on what's going on. Hopefully by the next video, I'll have completed my first draft, and that'll be so exciting, because then I want to, on my Instagram, I want to do like a cold call for like beta readers. So you can look at that post to see what exactly beta readers are and what I'm looking for. Basically, long story short, it's people who are like a part of your target audience, who, in my case, like historical fiction books. I want to give me like feedback before I start the editing process of like the overall picture of how the book's going. Like, are the characters good? Are the plot development's good? Are there any loose holes, loose plot scenes, stuff like that? So you're not specifically giving me critique on my grammar, because my grammar's all over the place right now, because I literally didn't edit, I just wrote it. So basically, authors or it's advised to just write it, even though your first draft might be crappy. They just want you to write it and get it over with. So that's what I did. So I'm not really looking for people to like critique my grammar. That's why I hired a professional editor. But I'm looking for people who love historical fiction and give me feedback on, like, I'll ask a series of questions, and of course I'll give my beta reader something at the end of the process. So yeah, that should be coming up in the next week or two. That's what we're getting into. This is the first episode. Is it episode? Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you're excited about the journey to Kaleo, if you're excited about this book as much as I am, give this book a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe so you can follow along with this journey towards Kaleo. And yeah, let's get into it. On that note, I will see you in the next video. Bye!